Roblox got reported and is now investigating themselves in brain rot games because of a really bad reason. Like, it's actually a lot worse than I thought. Some alleged quotes from Roblox's safety team were dug up from last year, and it is, oh my gosh. And just a little bit more stuff I want to talk about in today's video after I ask you to subscribe. You know, for every subscriber, I'll pet my cat. Okay, you know the deal. All right, let's move on to the first story, which just happens to be just some event updates from Roblox because, you know, there's an event coming up soon on the 23rd, I think, so in around a week, and Roblox has been teasing it, and a lot of people are kind of hyped for it to a degree because it doesn't really seem like a typical event. It's more of a spotlight event, which is kind of like Roblox's smaller events. And the last time they did one of these was last year during the winter, and it was actually seemingly pretty good. So a lot of people are hyped just based on that. And as you can see, they even tweeted out something else about it today saying, "When the dark leans close and the path grows thin, will you face your fears or will you let them win?" with a video that just showcases this. I have no clue what it means. Honestly, I don't care about these riddles. They're kind of stupid. And the thing that's more important is the leaks that have happened for the items for this event, because they're seemingly getting some backlash, but also maybe not. I don't know. Because Rollymons tweeted out this saying, "Roblox has uploaded multiple off-sale spooky accessories. Could this be for a Halloween event?" Now, this was posted yesterday, and I don't know where Rollymons has been. Obviously, this is for a Halloween event. They've been teasing it all freaking week. But regardless, here's the images of the items here. I'll just put them all on the screen. And as you can see, a lot of them are, I don't know, interesting, weird, spooky, odd, kind of gross sometimes. You know, it typical Halloween stuff, to be honest. And from what I could tell, people don't really seem crazy hyped about it, but honestly, I don't know. There's some redeeming ones, like especially in this screenshot. I think most of these items are actually pretty cool. It's honestly a mixed bag. I think a lot of people are excited, but I do see a lot of comments saying that they're ugly items. I mean, it's all right. Could have been better though. Just a lot of stuff like that. People aren't really going crazy for these items, but what do you guys think? A lot of these items are just kind of gross though. You know, at least Roblox is hosting something, bro, because the last Halloween event we got was the Haunt, and that one was terrible. And honestly, anything can beat that. Yeah, regardless, that's the new updates with the Halloween event. It looks interesting, and not a lot of people are hyped anymore because of the items being kind of buns. But now we can move on to another update, which is just like a free bundle that Roblox made that makes no sense. As you can see, Lucas tweeted out, "The Roblox bundle Sir Caritius the Crisp is now obtainable for PlayStation Plus users," with a screenshot showcasing that, yes, if you're on PlayStation and you have PlayStation Plus, you can get this bundle for completely free. I guess it's technically not free because you have to have PlayStation Plus. Whatever, dude. Regardless, this package bundle thing is kind of silly, but it's worth mentioning in case you want it. Go get it if you're on PlayStation. Nobody is really excited about this item. It's just, it's very random. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It has nothing to do with PlayStation or Roblox. Regardless, we can now move on to the actual giant story that happened, and it's actually crazy. So, how do I explain this? Basically, there is a group, company, organization thing called CAIR National, and basically, they said that they received reports that people were playing Roblox and seeing offensive content and hateful content on Roblox in brain rot games, claiming that there was a lot of stuff in these brain rot games that was glorifying terrible things, and they basically sent a letter to Roblox to remove the hate-filled content that was apparently plaguing these brain rot games, strengthen content moderation, and publicly denounce religious bigotry, and then collaborate with civil rights groups to protect young users. I'm gonna get into all the details of this, I mean, as far as I can go, but it is not good. Like, I was very surprised reading this because Roblox actually might be cooked in the brain rot department. Like, they might actually have to remove a lot of brain rots from these brain rot games because they are secretly insanely bad, apparently. Now, Roblox has responded to this saying, it says, "Roblox has confirmed that it is investigating and will take swift action." Now, this all came about yesterday, so we don't know what kind of action Roblox has taken or will be taking. Potentially, these brain rot games might have to remove certain brain rots, and the reason for that is because the specific reports that this organization received were for 2 specific brain rots that are like secretly super weird and offensive. Like, it's kind of crazy. I did not know that this went as deep as it did, but basically, you know how in like brain rot games where when you interact with the brain rots, it'll like read out their name in an AI voice? Well, most of these brain rots have more than just them saying their own name in that AI voice, because if you actually go to the full clips for a lot of brain rots, they have some sort of like voice quip or dialogue after they say their name, and 2 specific brain rots after they say their name also go on to say other terrible things. Like, it's actually insane. Now, I obviously can't show or talk about what exactly they say because it is just so bad, and when I initially saw this story, I thought it was kind of going to be a nothing burger, but dude, this is like crazy, and it kind of just showcases like, man, people really don't know anything about these brain rots because they've seemingly been just secretly offensive this whole time. time and nobody knew. Like, there's videos from months ago of these brain rot characters saying awful stuff in like an AI voice. It's crazy. Now, I don't think brain rot games are going to get deleted. As I said earlier, I think if anything, these certain brain rots will just get like rebranded or changed into something else, like what happened with Tung Tung Sahur. Or honestly, maybe nothing will happen, because I don't really think that these offensive audios are actually being uploaded to Roblox. So yeah, I don't know. Anyways, now we can move on to another story that is also not positive, but basically Schlep seemed to have found an old Roblox news story that was posted that had to do with Roblox safety and bad actors on the platform and whatnot. But there was one main thing that people, I don't think, ever talked about with this news story from last year, and it was a very specific quote that was apparently allegedly from a previous former safety worker at Roblox that really just is not good if it's true. Now keep in mind, this is all alleged. We don't know if this is actually someone who worked at Roblox, but this was posted to Bloomberg. Like, this isn't just like a random news company. So this was like a huge news story at the time. I don't know if I remember talking about it, but regardless, let's look at the actual quote that Schlep pulled up, because he said, "Insane quote from an alleged Roblox safety team leader." And it says in this quote from this news story, it says, "An alleged safety worker said that those who are pushing for growth on Roblox want as few barriers to entry as possible," which, I mean, I guess makes sense. If you're trying to grow a platform, you don't want people to have like a bunch of barriers to entry. But it said that every time the platform makes it easier for people to connect, it becomes harder to police it, which also makes a lot of sense. Yes, if you make it easier to get access to Roblox, it's going to make it easier for bad actors to get access to Roblox and stuff like that. Now, here's a quote that apparently was said by this former safety team leader. It said, "The minute those things were rolled out, our whole team was like, 'Dear God, no, please Roblox, don't do this.'" Now, I wish I knew what features they were talking about here. They're pretty vague, so we don't know exactly what the team had this reaction to, other than, I guess, Roblox just making it easier to join Roblox and lowering the barriers of entry, but that is very vague. And regardless, if this is true, and this isn't someone faking being a team leader, it really kind of just would show how bad Roblox is if it is true. Now, this is also a part of a news story that goes into a lot more depth of even more issues on Roblox that were happening back at that point. By the way, this is all pre-Schlep ban, by the way. This was in, I think, July or June of 2024. And regardless, it's not good. I don't remember seeing this quote, but this is not good if it is true. If this is a real safety worker from Roblox, safety team leader or whatever, that is crazy. And this set a lot of people talking on Twitter. A lot of people have been talking about this quote and being like, dang, Roblox doesn't even listen to their internal people, which is not good. And yeah, I don't know. Thought that was crazy. Again, though, it is alleged. You got to keep that in mind. Please don't sue me, Roblox. This is all just what I read from Schlep and a news story that has been public for over a year now. Okay. All right, let's move on to the next story, which is also not good at all either, because apparently there is some huge issues happening with Roblox's emotes system, because I saw this really long tweet kind of talking about and breaking down issues with the UGC emote community on Roblox and how it's literally full of thieves, bro. So here's this first part of the tweet. It says, "It's been months and I feel like I need to address this publicly. Since emotes went public, there has been a huge surge in thieves and re-uploaded assets. This has been a problem for UGC, but emotes are especially being the ones stolen in mass. With only a couple clicks, you can download animations and import them into Studio yourself. It also takes only one more click just to publish them using alt accounts. There's groups made by these alt accounts to protect their main account from being terminated. Now, you'd think you'd just be able to remove these stolen uploads easily with removal requests and DMCAs, but it's not. 99% of removal requests get rejected because they're not containing enough originality." Now, this tweet goes so far in depth. There's like so much stuff, and even a personal anecdote from this person that got stolen from. And bro, I have seen so many tweets and so many variants of this tweet of people saying that emotes are so easily stolen on Roblox, and it happens so much. Now, I remember when emotes first initially came out, this is a big complaint, and it seems like it hasn't really gotten any better since then, which is just not good. This tweet kind of blew up. It got 800 likes, and a lot of people have been talking about it. And I think the craziest part about all of it as well is that people are also using this whole like exploit to get original creators also banned. Like, for example, people are stealing emotes from people, the original creators, they're re-uploading them, and then the people that stole the emote are then going around and DMCAing the original emotes so that all the sales get put to the copy instead of the original. So yeah, the UGC and emote marketplace on Roblox still has a lot of issues, and it is not looking good. Roblox, please fix.